like creation.
Comrades!
People would like
Shall we begin?
put Barbie legs and arms on a Furby doll, and they were like really popular because they just looked so bizarre. So
I will end
Pencils
this.
took my face and put it on a Furby with Barbie legs, and then he sent this to a person who makes stuffed animals, custom ones, and asked if he could make it.
Charge!
This is what it came out as. So this is my face on a Furby body with Barbie arms and legs. As you can see, they killed it. Knocked it out of the park. Yes, it is beautiful. But that's what that weird little emote is that you always see on my channel. The little marching guy.
This
It's
battle
just
is
a bunch of
ours.
Franks. Frank is beautiful. I walked in on
Try
the
this.
then.
My pride
And,
is my shield.
Feisty, aren't we?
It was like, it was in my Discord, and I saw that people.
What are you and your cups about? I'm old, not a pushover.
Pencils was sharing his screen and was mid-creation of Frank, and everyone kind of paused and waited to see what my response was gonna be.
All right.
And I was
Damn.
like, I love that.
Forward.
Like, it's beautiful. That is gorgeous. Oh yeah, and then Andrew got made one too. Andrew's has like a long Furby body, like a snake. And that one's named Hank. So now
I'll make this quick.
Time for some sorcery.
This was suggested to me actually by a lot of people. It's from a game called Omori.
Ready to see a spell. I'll make
When
you
I,
proud, grandfather.
When I first heard it, I just immediately fell
Ready
in
or
love
not,
with it. Was
here
like,
I
oh my God,
come!
need to learn this. So, sure enough, I listened to it. I wrote out my music, and it's a really beautiful piano violin duet.
It's time.
I like it. Andrew, do you want a song? Just let me know.
Please work. I've made a breakthrough.
I'm so happy that some people could hear that cicada. It's so loud.
I
and,
fight for
like,
peace.
I can hear it, but I guess the mic isn't picking it up as well. Okay. Omori. Oh, I should put it actually over here.
Flame, it worked! For a better world.
Let me heal your wounds.
I have to be careful with the volume of this one. Yes, there's a pre.
Victory goes to the quick.
I just want to kind of blend on it. I will do my
Time to work. Too easy. You won't catch me.
Charge! Brace yourself! I shirk from no danger!
The hunt is on. Not another step!
This ain't good.
Forward!
I kind of want to try playing it one more time acoustic. I made some mistakes.
Now I end this. For my kith and kin.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather. Let the show begin! Ready, set! I've still got lots to learn!
I shall do what I can. Be at ease.
Thank you.
They're quite strong. Here goes!
440.
There's more yet to learn.
Hebra, thank you for the follow.
I will
That's
end
a
this.
really pretty piece.
Stay right there! We will make
giving.
our
Thank you.
ideals reality.
You are giving me good energy, so thank you very much. Let's see. Oh man, I'm thinking of songs faster than I can go towards them. I want to do a Head on Our Way now. I think since in the interview today, I thought it would be best to probably do more of the covers and original stuff for Rolling Stone. So I geared. Is that what the expression is? To gear away from something? Or am I like doing a huge fail right now? I went away from doing video game material because I didn't think it would be, the right audience for it. But then the interviewer was like, oh yeah, like I love RPG or JRPG music. And I was like, dear. Whoopsie doodles. First whoopsie doodles of the day. Well, definitely not the first, but first I'm saying it.
Shadows conceal me.
Also, iHumanity, thank you for the follow. And Tripwire,
I won't
felt so
lose.
bad that those 300 bits alert was late because that was such a well-played giant fly placement. That was probably the rarest but most perfect opportunity. It really could have been done. And I'm sorry. It was late. It was very funny. Super Seppi, welcome.
For my kingdom!
As in boating? I want to go boating. Andrew, let's get a boat. Do a live stream on the water. Proud of you too, Tripwire. For a lot of reasons.
This ain't good.
Okay, ahead on our way.
I'll show you what
And
I
then
can
wanna
do.
Colony 6 Silence. Oh, I'm so excited. All the video game music.
I'll make you proud, Grandfather.
Impossible!
Time to take flight. Yeah! I will fight to my last breath.
Damn it! The situation is grim. Wait your turn!
You've made a great...
My growth is plain to see.
Ready or not, here I come!
You've left yourself open!
I've still got lots to learn!
This isn't good. Here.
The tides are turning.
I will end this.
Not good. Amen.
Greg. Damn, Brody gifted you a whole year's
Come
sub.
get me.
What's up,
Come get
Greg?
me.
Thank you for your kind words.
They're going to
Greg is one of the very talented
Bit of a bind,
musicians
this.
that I actually work with here in town. He's an amazing live DJ artist and a great friend and an amazing guy. So check him out. He's amazing. I feel so goofy as I know, like,
Ain't over
I
yet.
owe you my life.
happiness
I'm
is
old,
just
not a
beaming off my
pushover.
face tonight. I'm sincerely so happy, you guys. I might be at risk of getting emotional if I talk about it again. I'm gonna try to keep it together, but when I made the announcement about the interview today,
Well, congratulations
getting-
are in order.
Won't be easy.
messages all day from my family, friends, people I haven't talked to in a long time, people from high school, like my high school music teachers messaged me saying how proud they were of me, and my aunts and uncles all watched and they were like, oh my god, I like was tearing up watching you, I'm so proud of you. And like I even had like an ex-boyfriend of mine reach out from like a long time ago. All things considered, we had a pretty, you know, like as fine as a breakup can be. Like it was sad, but he was so nice. Like he, you know, he has a wonderful partner now, and he was just like, I just want to say I'm really proud of you. Like it's really great to see. Your mom tuned in too. Oh my god. And I just was so happy. I almost didn't do my original, and the mods encouraged me to do my original, and it's just been so overwhelmingly amazing that I've had so much encouragement, and I'm just so
I'll try this.
appreciative of you guys. So thank you very much. And now knowing, like, at the end of the day, I can
This
sit down
battle
and
is
just
ours.
play through some of my favorite video game pieces, and that people still want to hear it makes me so happy. I feel like almost guilty taking like more time out of your day if you already saw the interview, but I'm so motivated and excited, and
I hope you're watching,
I
Grandfather.
can tell I'm just getting stronger every day. And you are a huge reason why.
Lightning!
I know, Tripwire. I know, I gotta stop saying that. I just get so worried. I think I'm used to working alone. You know, obviously, like, I work with my band.
Defeat is not an option.
Really, really hard, but I feel like everything else I want to do myself. And I need to be better at sometimes just embracing the community, you know? Thank you so much for Jester Fester. Thank you. If I keep doing emotional, I'm gonna be doomed. But I just might be emotional.
I shall do what I
tonight.
can.
It's good feelings though. I just feel like I've really crossed into my next, you know, my next
Allow
road
me.
ahead of me, and what I see at the end of that road is my own album, and yeah, mostly like my own album, which
I'll
very
do my
scared
best!
about doing. I'm very scared about recording. I hate how scared I am of recording, but that's my next big goal. That's what I want. I want to do it. You guys have encouraged me and told me that I can.
Let me show you what
And
I've
so I'm just
learned.
gonna trust you that the songs I write
Flames, heed my
awful,
call
and I
for a
just need
better
to
world.
do the freaking thing. And I also want to make my video game arrangements album. I want to put out freaking albums. That's what I'm ready to do. And I'm ready to get serious about that, is what I learned today. And especially with the encouragement that you guys have put into me pursuing this, like I feel like saying it, I owe it to you, sounds like a bad thing, but I mean it in a loving way. Because I want it too, obviously, you know? But you're one of the main reasons I've gotten this close anyway, and I want to see through this journey, even though I'm scared. But, yeah. Like Nike said. Or Shia LaBeouf, right?
They're quite strong.
Yeah, like, I want to just open up Spotify and see Joe Cleary and be like, there, I did it. I love you guys. Welcome, Scott, by the way. I have to burp.
Nice work.
It's not over yet. I'll try this.
Bit of a bind, this.
The hunt is on. Not another step. I hope you're watching, Grandfather. Lightning! I'll make you proud, Grandfather.
From where shall we strike?
Shall we begin? Your wounds are deep.
Sorry to worry you.
Let the show begin!
Let me show you what I've learned. Flames, heed my call! My turn. You won't escape.
Charge!
Bit of a bind, this. What are you and your cups about?
Must I?
Oh, that part's so pretty. When I play, so I'm getting ahead of myself. I learned this piece because of that ending. When I heard it, I just like immediately teared up. I think that this line just feels like you're like soaring. It's like being like on the edge of a cliff and like feeling all the wind is what this part sounds like. Let's see. Right here. Oh, it's so nice.
I'll show you what I can do. There's more yet to learn.
But then this part makes me cry.
Ow! The hunt is on.
Like, I feel like that part sounds like you're like wanting to go to some place, but you're scared to go there. With like that accidental when it comes down. It's like, yes, I'm ready, but I don't know. And then it just comes back to like a soft motivational moment. So now I'm gonna play it and hopefully you might see if I'm talking about something at all or if I just sound crazy. Soaring, happy.
Defeat is not an option.
I'm still not that good at it.
Now I end this.
Some sections and pieces like where
I hope you're watching,
love it
Grandfather.
so much and I want to hear it played a certain way that then I just get so scared to even attempt what I'm trying to like hear in my head, if that makes sense. I'm just kind of going from piece to piece pretty authentically tonight with like what I think might make sense after one another. So I hope you guys don't mind that I'm taking charge of the song list, but I feel like I have like a good momentum of songs going right now that feels really nice. So next up, I'm going to do Ori in the Blind Forest, Naru Embracing the Light. And then let's do the Fire Emblem song that I know. I don't remember what it's called, but it is a Fire Emblem song.
I owe you my life. I shall
It's
do
so
what I can.
joyful. I hope you like it. It's so happy and light and fun.
Your wounds are
I'm saved.
Where to next? Take that! I learned a new trick!
Your orders?
Victory is within reach. Victory is within reach.
I feel stronger already.
I will end this.
I won't lose. with you!
I admit it. I'm on my back foot.
I feel like I look so like silly tonight.
I must remain calm.
My excitement about everything is just like very evident. I'm a very emotive person. I write out all my sheet music myself, so whenever I notice, like I play it a different way, I want to make sure I write it down in the notes so I can do it next time. And what I noticed that time through was the more I kept basically this whole beginning very not pizzicato, oh gosh, Joe. Not spiccato. When you, I can't believe I'm blanking on this. It's been a long day. Tripwire. It's like the, you know, the bowing, when they have just a little dot above. That means you're supposed to play it short and separate. Staccato. Oh, there it is. I have to play like this whole beginning part staccato until the ending when it gets really loud, and then it's super.
This is my way of doing things.
Like big and luscious.
The hunt is on.
But I feel like when I played this part very bright and short, it made a huge difference.
Take that! Your victory is within reach. I will fight to my last breath.
I think I was doing myself.
From where shall we strike?
I tried to make it all smooth. I feel like that's a common mistake. Not mistake, but choice that a lot of string players will use. It's really easy to just want to keep everything connected and smooth and slurred and lovely. But
Time to work.
I've been really trying hard lately to focus on the silence in music, because those breaks are also very, very important to change how a piece sounds and what kind of emotion.
Allow sound strike.
And it was something I noticed when I started playing with less reverb on stream. I could really hear.
I'll show you what I
more
can
of
do.
the, you know, little things about the bow that I was doing while I played. So I've been trying to, you know, be more mindful of that. Let's see. Next, we're gonna do Spring Radiance for now.
Don't be afraid. Let me heal your wounds.
I think there's like just a comfort that a lot of string players like find in it. Like I think a lot of, I've used this comparison before. I feel like a lot of string players play with their bow like someone who's like roller skating, where every step you push and you have your momentum. Like you don't see a roller skater like trying to walk around, because that's not how the sport works.
Be at ease.
What a relief.
It's important to have those glide
Ready or
moments
not,
like a
here
skater
I
does, but
come!
also to be able to, you know, tiptoe and walk around too with your bowing. Here we go. Spring Radiance. How long have you been with that teacher now for Tripwire? And also, how did you find them, if you don't mind me asking? When I was trying to focus on... Oh, I'm so sorry, Pythagora, if you're still here, thank you so much for doing sub. I really appreciate that. And if there's something I could play for you, please let me know.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Almost 2 years. Very cool. Before Twitch really became my full-time and my, you know, stability was dependent on how many students I had, I was always panicking trying to figure out ways
Flames, heed my call!
you know, single person business.
More of them.
I was going around all the places I could, handing out posters with pull
Charge!
tabs and experimenting with different sites and all that stuff. So it's kind of interesting to see how people find teachers from a local music school. I mean, it's the best source, really. Pythagoras, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Cheers, everyone. I love you so much. Now, this is a piece I love, but I don't feel like I've played it the way I want to yet. So I'm really focused going in on this. And I want to try and play it better. It's so darn pretty. I want to do a good job.
Just gotta do it. What are you and your cups about? Well, congratulations are in order.
I'll give it my best. This is my way of doing things.
Here I come. Try this.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Time to work. Sound strike. Sound strike.
Ready or not, here I come!
I shall do what I can. Your wounds are
I
healed.
can keep fighting!
Time for some sorcery.
Charge!
What helped me was doing 2 up bows, like 2, so a slurred legato on the phrase. And that actually helped a lot. Like this.
Brace yourself! For my kingdom!
I fight for peace.
That helped me a lot.
Stay right there!
I admit it. I'm on my back foot.
So it comes to battle. I've got it.
There we go.
The hunt is on.
If you guys don't mind, I've been doing a lot of notes in my music lately. I think Pencils was like astonished to hear that I don't even really put bowings in my music. I play them a little bit differently each time, which is actually something like I'm kind of embarrassed to admit. As a
You're open. Sound strike.
because if you really want
Forward.
to get something learned, doing it with the same bowing each time is so helpful. Oop. My metronome keeps giving me like one random little buzz sometimes, and it freaks me out. Because 50 is a better number than 40. I think I forgot to tip you last week. Thank you, Doc. I don't think you did. I think you did anyway, and you're just being super nice. But thank you. Hey, that means I got top loop. Why don't I do that now? I have one more note for myself.
Your orders?
This note in tune, I have to
Allow victory is within reach.
bring hand
Victory is within reach.
lower. It's like I'm trying to hit under the string. When I had that big shift up for some reason, if I imagine I'm trying to almost contact my finger to the underside of the string, it helps me get it in tune. So that's this part. When it goes, that helps me. Cathedora.
Ready or not,
man.
here I
feel like
come!
seeing a little bit of friendly competition like that makes me remember when Jove banned someone for the first time. That was awesome. Because, like, I can't remember why it got brought up. It was something we mentioned in mod chat about how Jove hadn't banned anyone yet. And then when the day came, someone came in and they were being a real butthole, and there was Jove, and he banned the crap out of that guy. It was amazing. And we were all so happy.
Let me heal your wounds.
Let's see. Well, does that mean that you can explore a different way to play it? Then make your decision how to play it. Do you mean like how I go through and just like have different bows?
Your wounds are healed.
Sorry to worry
Maybe
you.
use a minor 4? Are you saying that I have to use a minor 4 without the major 4, or am I allowed to do major 4 next?
I'll
to it?
show you what I
Because
can do.
I have feelings for that chord progression. No, don't ban Bam. Thank you for Vicious. Thank you. I'm so happy that you watched it and you enjoyed it. Oh my god, I was sweating so bad. I was like freaking out. Andrew's been banned a couple times, yeah. Probably too many times. I'm sorry, Andrew. Too bad. It's kind of stupid without
My
the major
turn.
4 next to it. I feel like you're just being nice to me by letting me play a
Be
major
gone.
4. I like the major 3 too, but do whatever. Like a major 3 to a minor 4?
I will end this.
So I want to hear what that sounds like. I do have to take a quick little bathroom break before we started.
Just gotta do it.
But I want to hear what you're talking about here. So I'm guessing if you're saying minor 4, that would mean that we're in a major key, because a minor 4 is not in a major key if you're specifying it. Where's
Ain't
my-
over yet.
Thank you. I'll give it my best.
There.
Here I come.
Oh, that's actually so
This
cool.
ends
Oh
now!
my god, that makes me want to cry though. So, what Doc suggested was a 1, 3 major. 3 is usually minor in major keys. And a 4 is usually major in major keys, but.
Your orders?
Does going to an A minor sound too sad after that?
Shadows conceal me.
Maybe I'll just do a C over E so it moves up, and then use the A minor the second time around. So that would be.
Ha! Defeat is not an option.
Oh man, maybe one.
Let the show begin!
Oh, I really like that. It kind of makes me think of, do I have any fans of Adventure Time in chat? I feel like there must be some of you. I loved Adventure Time.
I'll show you what I can do.
Let me write this down before I forget.
I shall do what I can. Your wounds are
I
healed.
can keep fighting!
And then I did A minor over E.
Charge!
Do you remember, you're so annoying, you pitiful old man.
I fight for peace.
I wish I could help you, but I don't know if I can.
So it comes to battle.
I can't remember the words to it. I was like obsessed with that song. Marceline sings it. The Ice King. Oh, it's like the best.
I admit it.
show.
I'm on my back foot.
Your orders?
Okay. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then when we come back, let's make the salute. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much. Put the Be Right Back skin on. I'll be right back.
Into the shadows.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
The hunt is on. Take aim.
I'll do my best.
Everyone back in there.
Time for some sorcery.
It is a Teacher Joe
For
moment.
victory!
Allow me.
Get out your pens. I was not planning to do this, but let's do it.
Let me heal your
It's
wounds.
interesting. So, this is not gonna be my official one. Okay? I'm gonna do a, oh damn it. I'm gonna do a series of Teacher Joe where they're gonna be up in YouTube videos and really
This ain't pretty.
precise. But I want to do it, and I know, Doc, that you've been wanting a Teacher Joe moment. Renslack, thank you for 6 months. Thank you. Are you ready? Now listen up. I'm gonna make this a quick version, but what we're going to talk about is when you pick a song, let's say you're gonna write a song, you're like, how the heck am I gonna decide? There's a million chords.
Shadows conceal me.
This is overwhelming.
From where shall we strike?
It's okay. Technically, there are endless options, but there are certain options that are more common and more accessible. So we're going to talk about how to figure out what those chords are. Okay?
I'll make this quick.
I must remain calm.
I was going to put a link to little keyboards if people want to follow along on pianos, but for today, I'll just draw one. Okay? That's probably enough keys. So, no, I'm not going to do 88. On the piano, there's black keys.
This is my way of doing
Pairs
things.
of 2.
Ready
And
or not,
what's the other
here
one?
I come!
The black keys happen in patterns of 2 and... Oh, this is gonna take forever. Posture.
Whoopsie! I did it!
232.
The hunt is on.
Good job, Tripwire and Rent Swag. I love you. Alright. Yeah, I really should have drawn this before.
From this range.
Piano. Voila.
Time for some sorcery.
Now, instead of worrying about, oh, Joe, I'm so scared, but What about keys and sharps and flats? Shh, 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 shh. It's fine. We're not talking about that today. Because we're in the key of C.
Don't be afraid.
And if you ever want to find a C on
My
the
turn.
piano, look to any pair of 2 black ones. Hey, here's 2 black ones in a row. The note right next to it is a C. So the other C on this board.
My lance strikes true.
Is everyone
Allow
following
me.
along so far? Cool. Now, we're talking about chords, right? With chords,
For a better world.
you need at least 3 notes. Because this is not enough to make a chord.
All fought back.
More soldiers.
It could be
Shall we begin?
too many other things without the option of the third one. It could be a C diminished. It could be an F major. I need more information. I need more information. Yes, unless it's like a 5 chord or something. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about standard chords. So how many notes do we want in a chord?
Damn it!
Turno.
3. Cool.
This ain't pretty.
If you are in the key of C, we don't have to worry about any of the black keys. You can just hang out on all the white keys on the board. Isn't that just darling? That makes it so easy. The key of C, no sharps or flats. How many notes to make a chord? 3. Okay. Good. Now, we're going to skip a couple lessons. This is
Let the show begin!
like kind of music theory 1. I need teachery kind of songs in the back. Makes Animal Crossing so fun. Okay. Since we need 3 notes to make a chord, the most easy and standard way to build a chord is thirds. Wow, I'm talking about 3s a lot.
This
Isn't
battle
that
is ours.
Convenient. So, 3 notes in a chord. We're gonna build them in thirds. Ready? I want you to count with me. I'm only using the white.
Darkness engulfs you. I'll show you what I can
1,
do.
2, 3. This is what everyone screws up when you are counting up on the keyboard.
Don't be afraid.
My turn.
Where you start is number 1. So the next one you go to is number 2. You don't go 1, 2, and then skip this one.
Yes! You've left yourself open.
No.
I will
Wherever you
end
start
this.
gets number 1. 1, 2, 3.
For a better world.
Now, these are in a chord. Very teacherly and open
All fought.
or have some of
More
my
soldiers.
freshly opened beer.
Let me heal your wounds.
Excellent, Jaro. You get a star. So, that's 1/3. I'm gonna add another.
Allow me.
1, 2, 3. Glorious.
Bit of a bind, this.
The standard chords is 3 chords for 1, 3, 5. Oh yes, I'm teacher Joe. Look, I even got one of these. So, I'm gonna have to fast forward a little bit. This might get a little scary, but stick with me. I'm gonna simplify it. The topic of today's lesson is knowing what chords are available if you're trying to write a song. So, first things first, we need to decide what key we're in. And I'm telling you we're in the key of C because it's easy. There's no sharps or flats. You only use the white keys. Cool? This is really good teacher music. Oh, yes. So, you ever hear a thing called do, re, mi, fa, so?
Forward.
I'll do it for you. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That is a scale, right? whatever do is the key. Are we following along? Okay. C. I need to go up the scale. So if I'm moving farther along down the scale, what's the next note gonna be? We got C.
Death from above!
Ready or not, here I come!
Do is C. D. Banana Lecter gets a gold star.
Yes!
So
I
I'm
did
just
it!
gonna keep following that. The alphabet.
I'll give it my best.
C, D, E, F, G. Now this is where it gets a little scary. In music, when you get to G, you start over again. Before you panic, let me show you why. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Even though they're in different places, do needs to say the same, correct? Yes. So, C is do. If I'm gonna get back to that C, I can't just keep going A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. That would be the longest scale ever. No one would want to hear anybody sing that. That's garbage. So, I was using do, re, mi, fa, so to get a visual so you can see why the alphabet repeats. Does this make a little bit of sense? Dave, I'll talk to you about this after class. Leave your homework on top of your desk, please. Okay.
I've got it.
We know what the notes are, okay?
The hunt is
How
on.
do we build a scale? Does anyone remember? We need how many notes? What's the magic number? No. Yes. Yes, there are chords that use more than those, and there's even some chords that use 2 notes, but the standard is you want to get 3 notes. And you know what 3 is very similar to? The interval that we need to use to build the chords. Not seconds, not fourths, thirds. 3, 3, 3. So, what we're going to start doing is really fast forwarding. But
Not another step.
if you want a sincere teacher moment,
For
that's
victory!
very important that I'm going to use a lot, is a word called interval. Does anyone know what interval means?
Did you see that?
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Oh, I'm happy for Mentally Skinny that you like it. You're going somewhere good with that, Jaro, but it's very specific. You're going somewhere good with it, though.
Shall we begin?
So, where you're close is that you said 2 notes. But what
I will end this.
Tripwire said is actually what we're going for. An interval is the distance between 2 notes. I don't want to write the whole thing. It's the distance between 2 notes. So when people are like, Joe, how do you, figure out sheet music by ear?
2 ashes.
Let me do an easy example. I use intervals to figure out what it is. Once I know where the piece starts, I I can see that those notes are seconds. Seconds mean they're right next to each other. So that's an example of an interval, a second. Can you hear how they're right next to each other? If you go up a third, it means you always start, this is the important part, where you begin.
Shadows conceal me.
So you have to include it when
Bit
you
of a
count
bind,
up.
this.
1, 2, 3. That means I have to play a C and an E. That's a third.
Forward!
If I go up a fourth, remember you always, again, start where you're starting as number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a C and an F. That is a fourth.
Now I end
Recognize
this.
it because it's
To
here,
lead,
that's the bride.
I must grow.
So when I'm doing transcriptions, I'm listening for what the intervals are, and when I get it, then I can write it out. I don't know if I'm going to...
Ready or not, here I come!
I kind of just decided to do this on a whim. Yes, and that's also a good point, that it's a major second.
Time to
That's
take
getting
flight.
a little too advanced. I don't want to scare the beginners away, but there's also different types of intervals. So there's not just a second, a minor second or a major second.
I'll give it my best.
But we're gonna keep with the basics. No, I love this. In fact, you get extra credit, Tripwire. I love you. Okay. So, intervals is gonna be crucial in my lessons because I think it was the determination of everything. It's how I do transcriptions. It's how I do solos. Intervals. Intervals, intervals, intervals. Agent Dave, I'm gonna make tests on this. I'll actually, people seem to be enjoying this, so I'm gonna keep going with it. I'm kind of giving a teaser of what Teacher Joe is gonna be. I want to do it in more succinct sections, but here we are. I'm gonna train you guys to recognize the difference between a second and a third. What I'm gonna do is play random parts on the piano, and you guys get to vote whether it is a second or a third. So, for people who don't know music, don't be scared. I'm gonna walk you through this in very easy ways. A second sounds like two notes fighting.
Please work. I really feel like I've grown.
Second. Second.
My turn.
Second. Can you hear how they're kind of fighting each other? There's a tension there. Cool. Thirds complement each other quite well because thirds build another thing we
Here I
talked
come.
about that involves 3. Oh, what could that be? Oh my gosh. Chords! Yes! You're geniuses. I love you all.
Lightning! I
So
did
here's
it!
what a third sounds like.
I shall do
Hear
what
how
I
they
can.
don't fight each other as much. There isn't a tension. They just complement each other. It's nice. It's clean. That was kind of a mean key change. Some people might have thought that was a second, but it's still a third. Third.
Your wounds are
Thank you.
What they do for
My
beginner
growth is plain to
lessons, We're
see.
gonna do your first auditory exam, and then I'm gonna finish up my chord exercise.
Let me show you what I've
That
learned.
Sounds good. All right. Just write in chat what you think you hear. I'm gonna play either a third or a second. These are like pushing boogers out of my nose. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Ready? Second or a third? Whenever you're ready. Look at all of these freaking geniuses. I'm so proud of all of you. All right, here comes round 2. Ready? Oh my god. I'm seeing even more geniuses. Number 3. does, but, you know, I'm not mad at you. If you really want to make it an auditory experience, you can not look at my hands. I'm not going to do that. A lot of you are getting it. Yes, it is a third. Don't get discouraged, y'all, if you're not getting it right away. It takes some time. We're going to do 3 more. What do you think? Very good. It is a third. Everyone is doing amazing. Ready? See?
Too easy.
A lot of you guys are already doing
I admit it. I'm on my back foot.
The next round I'm going to do with you guys, which will be another day, is I'll include fourths in there. Fourths is the one that, if you can hear it, it sounds like Here Comes the Bride is the cheating way. Here comes the bride. So what I'm going to do as we keep going through this is keep building them.
Let the show
Fifth.
begin!
6th, 7th, and 8th. And you can
Whoopsie!
do it. So,
I
one
did
step at a time though, but sincerely, well, oh, magic glasses, okay. When I'm doing solos and things, I really do start to think about things like, oh, you know, like, if I go up a 5th, then I know I'll stay in the
Defeat
fourth.
is not an option.
I could just hang out all day on the do 3rd and the 5th, and it will sound like freaking gold. And maybe I'll play those notes really fast, and everyone's gonna be like, "This is brain melting," and I'm like, "No, it's theory, baby." So we'll get there.
Death from above.
Cool. Now
Time
I
to
have
take
one more
flight.
step with this, and then I promise I'll play music. Cool.
Take aim.
Going back here. The topic was, if I want to write a song, how do I know
Charge!
what chords to use? Because there's so many chords. Stefano, sit down. You're late to class. I'm kidding. Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry. I love being Teacher Joe with a beer right now. This is amazing. Okay. Now, I might lose some people here, but stick with me. You know what?
I will go through if I must.
Oh my god, this is a magnet!
I must remain calm.
Whoa! That's crazy! Cool. I've decided that we are in the key of C. We talked about that.
Please work.
Here's chords. Or, well, here's notes. We're gonna make chords. Here are the notes available in a scale. So what we need to do to figure out what chords we can use is start at number 1. I'm only talking about this one right now. Okay? So, if we're building chords, we need to use what intervals? Seconds or thirds?
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Thirds, glorious. I love you all. You're beautiful. Okay? You count C as number 1. I can't say that enough. Everyone always forgets that. So I count on C. C. 1, 2, 3. E is the next note. Now
Ready to see it stand?
counting another third. Okay? So E
Shall we begin?
starts at number 1. 2, 3 is G. Can you see that very satisfying pattern forming? Yes, it's thirds that's building that, right? Now, this is next level for the ear training. I'm going to play those notes, and I want you to tell me if
Perhaps you'll enjoy
you're
this.
happy or am I
Impressed?
sad? Okay?
I will end this.
What do you think? Yeah, you guys are doing so good. I'm really stoked actually right now. Okay. Here we go. We're getting into the good stuff here. Stick with me. We're figuring out how to write a song, how to know what chords make sense. I don't want to make
Into the shadows. Too easy. I fight for
This is
peace.
the first chord we are building, so I'm going to put 1. And we agree that 1 is major. Yes.
Stay right there!
Now, we need to figure out what the 2
Bit of a
chords-
bind, this.
C was number 1. So what do you think number 2 is starting at?
From where shall we strike? I'll make it. Ha-ha!
I see why people are saying E. You're thinking about thirds, and I love that.
Ready or not, here I
could have
come!
probably phrased that better. What I mean to say is when we're using all these notes to figure out what the chords are, we need to figure it out one note at a time, okay? So, and I'm sorry if I'm sounding condescending at all when I'm doing this. I'm also playing.
Time to take flight.
So please don't. Yeah. Jumping ahead of the class, and I love it. Yes, D is correct. That D would be the next note we need to figure out. So, D is here. I need to figure out a third up from D. 1, 2, 3. Is an F. Can someone please tell me what a third up from F is? Remember, you include F when you count. So you go F, G, A. Excellent.
Hello, me.
My pride is my
anyone
shield.
scared in chat? Am I going too fast?
I won't lose.
Okay. So, no eating glue in class.
Cool heads shall prevail. Be at ease.
The tides are turning.
Behave.
Here I come.
I don't mean that. I lost my Animal Crossing. So we're just gonna keep this in the back. Oh wait, no, I can't have something as we're doing auditory again. Alright, can we see how we built thirds on D? Cool. So, I'm gonna play those thirds, and I want you to tell me if it's a happy chord or a sad chord. Very sad.
Don't be afraid.
Very sad minor chord. That is
I'll give it my
absolutely
best.
correct. Oh. So, what we found out is number 2 is a minor chord. I'm going to do this with colors. I'm about to go a bit faster if y'all are ready for it. And for those who already know this stuff, thank you for being patient. The blue color means major chords, and the red color means minor.
This is my way of doing things.
So, we found out that the 2 chord is minor. Nice. All right. So, we found out what the C chord is, number 1.
Come get me.
D chord, number 2. What would the third chord be? C, D.
Just gotta do it. Ain't over yet.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Yep, next chord is E. Same thing. I'm going to start skipping some steps. But it's the same exact thing where I build thirds. on
Defeat
E.
is not an option.
Tell me if it's major or minor. Happy or sad? You're all superheroes. Hell yeah. Everyone's doing so good. I'm so proud. So, for the sake of time, I'm going to finish this up. But can you see what I'm doing? How I just go in the notes of the scale.
Let the show begin!
Right? And each note of the scale gets its own grouping of thirds on top of it. And then depending on what key you're in, is gonna... Well, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeehaw! I did it!
For victory! Take that!
Time to take flight.
So, if you want to write a major song, chords 1, 4, and 5 are the happy ones.
Try this.
2, 3, and 6 are the sad ones. And then the 7 is like really sad. 7 is something called diminished we'll talk about later. Some people think 7 sounds evil. Or like menacing. Diminished, y'all. Yeah, it's very Dracula vibe. Very bum bum bum. It's a very powerful chord. A dominant chord. We'll talk about that in another class.
Into the shadows.
Oh, how I'm getting excited.
Let me
about
heal your
theory.
wounds.
Oh, that was cool. So
Your wounds are
The
healed.
tides are
here I'm gonna
turning.
Start going a bit faster.
I will
We're
end
reaching
this.
the end of the lesson, though. If I did make a test from this, what I would want you to remember.
Time
from
for some
today's lesson
sorcery.
Is
So it comes to battle. This is my way of doing things.
that vocab word?
Just gotta do
interval.
it.
Who remembers what the word interval means?
What are you and your cups
Thank
about?
goodness.
Impressed? Charge!
You guys are awesome. Yes, it's the distance between two notes. Excellent. That would be your first quiz question. Now, I will say with this next question I'm going to ask you, I will accept responsibility as Teacher Joe, where I think there's probably a better way to say this. It's
From where
not
shall we strike?
Overarchingly, always correct. However, it is a very good way to get started that covers like a general beginning, okay? So, what I want you to also remember is that in our basic chords, what are the chords made of? What interval do you need to make your chord?
Ready or not, here I come!
Thirds. Excellent. You guys are getting like straight A's so far.
This
I'm freaking
battle is
loving
ours.
this. Now, I'm gonna assume that some people might get
From this
lost
range.
on how we got here to here. That is okay.
I hope you're watching,
What I
Grandfather.
would like for you to remember is the third quiz question, which is in a major key.
Let me heal your wounds. Your wounds are
The
healed.
tides are turning.
Allow
What
me.
chords are major and what are minor? I know this is a bit of a jump here, but the idea is that you're at least getting the information started in here.
So it
When you
comes to
work on the
battle.
keyboard, it will be easier. But in a major key, you're really
Please
gonna
work.
remember 1, 4, 5.
This ain't
1,
pretty.
4, 5. Yes. And that the minor chords are 2, 3, 6. And we'll talk about 7. Yeah, I mean, 7's diminished. It's good to remember. That is a very good question. It starts over after 7 for Texas. Because Like if I make this A, it's no, I'll stick with C. I gotta stick with what I'm doing. C, D, E, F, G, A, B.
Into the shadows.
When
Charge!
you get to 8 notes, that's when the scale starts over. So there's 7 notes in a scale, but then if you're starting it over again, then it would go to the other one. Yes. So, I'm gonna actually give people a pop quiz on stream about this sometime throughout the week. Your 3 quiz things.
Brace yourself!
Interval, definite.
Let the show
That one's
begin!
really important. What interval makes up a chord? And number 3 was in a major key.
Defeat
What are
is
the
not an
major
option.
chords? And you use your numbers for that. 1, 4, 5. And what are the minor chords? How do thirds work on the black keys? No, this is actually a really good question.
Time to take flight.
This is where a lot of people start with music theory. And so I want to be very careful with it because I personally think people shouldn't start here with music theory.
Not another step.
What a lot of people do is
I hope you're watching,
first
Grandfather.
introduce how a scale is made. A scale is made up of half steps and whole steps, and a lot of teachers have you memorize the order of half steps and whole steps. I don't quite like starting out that way because I think that method forces you to memorize the circle of fifths before you, and I'm getting really ahead of, this is like getting way ahead, so if you don't understand, don't panic, I'm going to get you there. It makes lesson 1 the circle of fifths, which I think is not productive, and it makes music scary. And I don't want music to be scary. I think what should be done is really just teaching theory only in a couple keys at first. Just only worry about C major. And then when you get good at that, let's talk about G major.
Cool heads
It
shall
only has
prevail.
one of the black keys, so it's not
Your wounds are healed.
My thanks.
new to you. And build it up from there.
Let me show you what I've
So,
learned.
I will stop there because I don't want to get too far ahead of myself.
Bit of a bind, this.
But just trust me in that when we do get to using the black keys, if I'm
Ain't over
I
yet.
owe you my life.
Well, congratulations are in order.
You
So
can
it
see my
comes to
hands
battle.
over here, so this will work. I know it's kind of at the side, but stick with me. In the key of F sharp major,
This is my way of doing things.
but it's still a major key I'm playing. I'm playing F sharp major. Can you hear it's happy instead of the sad one? So here's major scale, right? If it was minor, it would sound like this. Oops. Cool. Now, what we learned today, I'll block the board, is that in a major key, the 2 chord is minor or major. Beer. Minor! My genius class. So, if I use the proper notes in an F major scale, no matter what, if I start on that second note,
Come get
up
me.
in thirds, it's gonna be minor. Oh, oops.
From where shall we strike?
Doesn't that sound sad? What would the 3 chord be? Major or
I'll do my best! Whoopsie! I still got lots to learn!
Oh,
I won't lose!
it's minor. We're getting pretty advanced, so don't feel bad if you're falling off a little bit here. So if I use the notes in an F major scale, no matter what, when I start on that third note, if I build it up in thirds, it's minor.
I'll show you what I can do.
So even when you go up
Lightning!
flat keys, if you do
Here I come.
The correct order of the notes, no matter what, you're gonna get this if you're playing a major chord, major scale. The reason I keep saying major scale is these numbers are going to change when we do a minor.
Allow me.
Okay? But we're going to start...
Stay right, we can win
And
this!
you're going to really get the hang of it, I promise. This is already really good stuff. The reason I brought this up today...
Let me heal your wounds.
Oh my god, check out this awesome whiteboard. Ready?
Your wounds are
You're
healed.
a lifesaver.
Oh, wait. Damn it. I thought I could flip it.
Now it's my turn.
I got a nice whiteboard for you guys. Got the fancy stuff. The reason I brought
Ain't
this
over
up
yet.
is
Thank
what
goodness.
Doc
Time to
brought
work.
was me doing an improv progression with a major 3 and a minor 4. But we just learned that 3s are minor in a major key and 4s are major. Rabble, 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 rabble.
Too easy.
Well, technically,
Over.
you can put any
I'll
chord
give it my
together.
best.
Technically. But to show you why it just works so well.
Please work.
Using a 1-4-5 is the most common chord progression of all time. So if I was like, hey, chat, help me write a song in the key of C.
Charge!
But I don't know what chords to use. This is so overwhelming. You could be like, well, Joe...
I will go through if I must. I
a
shirk from no
1-4-5
danger.
progression. That's always good.
From where shall we
And I'm
strike?
like, oh, obviously. But I can't remember what a 1-4-5 is in the key of C. This is where you help me. If you count up from C, remember C is always 1, C, D, etc. Please tell me what a 4 and a 5 chord would be in the key of C. Mer, mer, mer. F, G. Very good. You'll get used to it. I'm gonna walk you through 2 more, and then I'll actually do the improv thing.
Death from above!
Whenever
Ready or
you're
not,
counting up
here
on
I
your
come!
hand, you want to include that first one. See? Oh my god, I'm getting graded.
I'll show you what I
I'm
can
having
do.
a Teacher Joe moment. I'm teaching music theory.
Ready to see a spell?
I feel like I should do a song and then finish my theory.
Here I come.
We're gonna pause this conversation long enough for one little bit of music right here. Thank you for the raid so much for Aaron Plays Tunes.
Not another step.
See, I have glasses.
Shall
I
we
got one of
begin?
these.
I will end this.
So I was just teaching class how to figure out what chords are available in a major key. If people want to write songs, they can.
Time to work.
But I'll get back to this. And I'll play you something really fast. I don't know. What do I know?
You won't escape.
Something. That shows.
Suffer.
I think I have it memorized. We'll see.
Now it's my turn. No slacking
Have
off.
faith. My turn. Be gone.
I must remain calm.
Where to next? Wait! Such fun!
From where shall we strike? Ah!
Let me heal your wounds. Be at ease.
This will help.
The hunt is on. Yeah. Let me show you what I've learned. Here I come.
Your orders? You won't escape.
This frosty soldier. The mine is ours again.